Working with drums in a MIDI editor is a little bit different than working with a pitch-based instrument like piano or a synthesizer or something. If you look down here, you'll see this drum kit. This is the 707 Flight Time kit, and it's got a grid of sounds. And if I click on the play arrow, you can hear each sound. Right, there's the kick, or here's like a clap, a rim clap sort of combo. And you can see that this square right here is highlighted, and it represents all these sounds, right? 16 sounds. If I go up octaves, you can see these pads are all blank. These are all available to have samples put on them. So you can actually make a very large drum kit here. And it doesn't have to just be drums. For instance, if I were to go to my samples and pull out something like this Hit Broken Amp, right? That's just kind of a cool little whatever that is. I could actually add that to this drum kit. So I'm going to go here and choose a set of pads with nothing on it, and I'm going to drag that Hit Broken Amp onto one of those pads. There it is. And now I can use my MIDI keyboard to trigger that. So a couple things that make drum programming different than other instruments is that the pitches don't change. Like, it's not like the kick drum is going to change in pitch as you go up and down the piano keyboard. It's only going to be on one note. And if I go up a note, it's just a different sound. That's the way drum rack is laid out. Now, if you want that effect where the kick is like an 808 and it's kind of going up and down in pitch, you can set that up in a different instrument like Simpler or something like that. But this is a drum rack. It's designed to do a different thing than that. So you have a bunch of sounds. If you load up a drum kit and you have like a MIDI controller or your typing keyboard, if you're using that for MIDI, and you are hitting a note and it's not making a sound, look at this octave grid first, and you can see that yellow light blinking, and it's up on a pad where there's no sample. So I just need to go down until I find where that sample lives. So if we look at the MIDI editor for this, you can see that it actually has the names of the instruments or the samples instead of the pitch names. It's still laid out like the piano keyboard though, because frequently you're using a piano keyboard controller. So again, same rules apply. If the MIDI editor preview button is on, you can hear this, right? And you can hear it when you move it around. All of the other things apply the same as with a piano track. It's just that the pitches are tied to different sounds instead of different pitches.